So, the waitlist for Lindenhaus is open.
Yes.
And we've been mentioning it a little bit. Each of us, some of the team anyway, have been talking about it. And anyone watching this is probably thinking, well, what are they talking about? So, I thought it'd be good to actually let everybody know what Lindenhaus is,
Yes.
what we've been working on for and planning for the past, 3 years? All
more.
roads, more, but physically, all roads have led to this point. So, tell us, what is Lindenhaus?
You know, it's good for everyone to know the backstory, what we've been doing for 3 years and what I've been doing for 7 years and longer, because I think that puts everything in perspective.
Of course.
A lot of people know my story. You know, I was working 24/7 myself, like the average, professional in corporate America. And my son fell sick, and I had to get into hospitals and emergency rooms, and it was really a horrendous experience, which is really a shortage of doctors and nurses and any real wellness professionals. So it just makes for a really hard and unpleasant system. So even when you get to the hospital, you have to wait hours. And then the doctor, because they're so stressed and they have so many people waiting for them, they can only see for 10 minutes. How are you gonna get to know someone in 10 minutes, right? So you end up having these prescriptions coming to you for reasons that you're not really sure, and the doctor doesn't know you, so it's just a mess. Anyway, about 7 years ago, I started Kygo. After I started seeing signs, my kid was better. I'd assembled these doctors, professionals.
Made your own team.
Made my own team.
That covered everything.
That basically covered literally everything, from food to sleep, and a physician, and I got a nurse, and I went deep because literally I was trying to save his life. But I realized one thing, not only the shortage of doctors, there was one thing that was really missing, which is just a certain level of empathy and care. We say there's no care, there's not much care in healthcare. So that's why
hospitality in hospitals.
There's no hospitality in hospitals. And now I can laugh about it, but then literally I was just crying. It's hard. I realized that I was not the only one going through this stuff. And that's where we launched Kygo. So about 7 years ago, Kygo itself means care in Japanese, right? Because we said, how do we make this? We're not inventing anything really new, but what we want to do is create teams that are available for people, mental health, physical health, anything, spiritual health, things that make healthcare complete, and then bring them into communities. So it makes it so much more accessible to find people, but then also you can connect with people that can help you personally, right? You can personalize the care. Anyway, so that's what Kygo had been.
Bit of background for you.
A little bit of background, right? And then ultimately, we're now in 12 cities. We have over 1,000 wellness professionals and doctors, functional medicine doctors. We've worked with companies around the country, large and small, athletes around the country, sports professional teams around the country. And then I realized that something was missing. Because when I travel around the country meeting our teams, meeting our clients, meeting the members, it's amazing. I realized that something was missing, right? The ability to gather in a space that had all these people and all these tools and all these and the essential elements of care and hospitality was missing, because we didn't have our own space. We were doing a lot of these things at other people's spaces, and then we were trying to thread the experience between an amazing psychologist, an amazing sports psychologist, an amazing functional medicine doctor, an amazing chef, right? And we're threading this experience, and it was great. I mean, it's good. But I realized what I started to crave, which I confirmed that a lot of executives, a lot of families crave, are just sometimes you just want to get away. You want to go on a staycation, right? I mean, you literally go across the street and sleep in the Four Seasons,
Yeah.
right? Because there's that element of being taken care of, right? Being cared for. And so although we had a lot of these practitioners, I said it's time for us to, and people are craving this, right? Time for us to have our own properties where we can actually bring everything together and create the most amazing experience for our members. So this is what LINDENHAUS is. LINDENHAUS is not only a physical structure, it's the community of people, both members and practitioners and chefs and doctors, people that want to come together to bring this warmth that we know is missing, not only in hospitals, it's just missing in society.
Yeah.
Bring this warmth to each other, but also do it in a way that we can live better. Lifestyle is considered. Eat amazing food. Sleep in amazing sleep sanctuaries, right? And the list goes on, and the possibilities are endless.
Meet like-minded people.
Meet like-minded people, and do it in a really elevated way. You know, elevated but not pretentious, right? It's not a place where you show off. I mean, you want to certainly be yourself, but you're there to, like, you know, wrap your arms around, you know, people and the warmth you bring, right? As opposed to show what you have, right?
Yeah.
So it's a place that is elevated in the way we are picking out the buildings, furnishing the places. There are amazing pools, amazing spas in there, bringing the best of the best chefs in there, but doing it in a way that all our members feel welcome and feel at home.
And cared for.
And
Kygo.
and absolutely, and Kygo.
Kygo. Cared for.
So super excited. First property is in New York City. It's about 40 minutes from New York City. Right now, we are picking out friends, families, business partners, people that have been along this journey with us to join on the waitlist. So waitlist simply means before we take it public, before we open up for other members, we are selecting founding members, right? Founding members have a sense of ownership, right, in the properties and the mission of what we're doing, right? And especially our founding members will be able to access all the properties as we continue to open properties for a lifetime. There's a very special kind of group of people, but we want to get feedback from them, right?
Yeah.
We want to build with them. We want to create with them. You know, a lot of artists, a lot of athletes, a lot of doctors, right? Bringing their knowledge and themselves and making this place amazing.
For people who might be like thinking this is amazing, because I know everyone is, and they aren't, you know, they're not in New York. They know, you know, we are going to have a place in the UK. They are going to have a place on the West Coast, you know. But for people who might not be coming here or going to, you know, for people that are not in the area,
Right, of
basically,
course. I've heard, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about why being a founding member is still amazing for them. I know you've just said with the ownership, but it's going to all change in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're not going to be having founding members joining the same way, are we?
So a founding member is someone that understands our mission, first and foremost, right? They love hospitality. They're probably really into wellness, right? They may be a wellness practitioner themselves, or they're just really trying to be the best they can be.
Reach optimal health.
Right, optimal. No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
But live optimally, not just
live
reach.
optimally. You know, get to a place. We're striving to be the best that we can be.
Yeah.
Right. That's what a founding member is, first and foremost.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is, yes, you can come to New York. You may live in England. You may live in LA. You may only come here once a year or even less. But with the partnerships that we have with various establishments all over the country, remember we're in 12 cities already. So we're forming really amazing partnerships with brands, with other resorts and hospitality companies that they can benefit right, from being where they are.
Because we're going to be doing retreats and pathways.
Because we're doing
too.
retreats. Plus, we have these communities of practitioners and spas and chefs everywhere. So a founding member certainly would need to come to this place and get spoiled by us, right? No matter where you live, like we're giving people a couple of nights complimentary stay as a founding member, credits to eat and things as a founding member. So we're really spoiling them.
I'm gonna share a link with all the founding member info, of course.
Yes.
So we don't have to every single thing, but there is so much goodness.
Yes. And ultimately, a founding member is someone that says, you know what, I love this opportunity, I love this idea, I love the mission, right? I love Penny, I love,
You.
Yeah.
You can be loved too.
Okay, I like Chima, right? and basically, I want to be a part of this. And how do I benefit when you guys continue to grow and expand, both Kygo and LINDENHAUS? So for the first time, we are making our membership an asset. What that simply means is just imagine you're purchasing something like a timeshare. So our memberships now are not a fee. It's a one-time membership where you actually have our digital card, and that digital card is going to give you access. It's going to open up a lot of doors for our LINDENHAUS properties, but other properties as well. And because we're not issuing more of these founding member cards, it's going to be in limited supply. So as an investment, as an asset, really important to then know that over time, your card can actually gain value, right? Because there's a limited supply of it and you're able to continue to use it. Let's assume you're not coming to the property enough, right? During the times where you're not there, you actually can lease the card to someone else. So you might have a friend that wasn't fortunate to come in and be a founding member. The good thing about this is that you can lease it to someone else. And so that person can pay you a couple of $100, $1,000, whatever, to use your card and not only access LINDENHAUS properties, but other really amazing events, right? So that's fun, that's exciting because it also helps people come in and experience what we're doing, right? Come and check out the space, come and meet our community. And of course, if you're not enjoying yourself, you're not meeting like-minded people, then your card can be transferred. So that's the first time we've done that because we've always had memberships, but this is the first time we've said, how do we give our members a piece of what we're doing? And this is the best way we've done it, so.
Amazing. So I hope that's answered all the questions. I have had, every time I post, I get little messages and, I've been sending the link to the brochure, the information. But yeah, if anyone's watching this and they want to know more or they just know they want to be a founding member, reach out. There is a link in my bio, but we can just set up a call. Let's get on Zoom. Let's just talk about it.
Let's do it. And just a couple of quick dates. We're going to close out our whitelist, which basically is 30% discount from the actual public offering, public mint, which is really important because it's an invite-only whitelist. But if you DM me or DM Penny or Kiana or Jordan or whoever else is a part of LINDENHAUS, you can be added to that whitelist, and if you're interested, then you can get that reduced cost. But we're gonna stop that whitelist next week. So just important for people to know if it's something you're interested in, reach out to one of us. If we haven't already reached out to you, because we know some of you have already received it, you've already joined, the list is growing, the membership spots are shrinking. So if it's something you're interested in right now, certainly reach out to us. And there you go. And I look forward to seeing you guys at LINDENHAUS. So we will be in LA this week, at the end of the week. And so if you want to meet up in person, again, DM us. We're going to post something, and we'll see you soon. So gotta go. Have a call, couple of calls.
Go on. But yeah, questions are welcome, guys. Bye.
Cheers.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay.
Bye.